Hello everybody! So the elephant in the room is I'm using my spare mic to shoot this video. Again, the room I'm shooting is just so echoey. I needed something to kind of tone that down. I do hopefully have a lapel mic incoming so that you don't have this long cord and this ball right here kind of distracting from the rest of the video. But in the meantime, let's move on. It is November. That means we're talking about nutrition. So I know everybody wants to talk about nutrition in November. Don't worry, I'll make you guys feel real guilty after Thanksgiving. I would be remiss if in one of my first videos dealing with nutrition, we don't cover some of the basics so that in the upcoming videos, if I happen to say something or talk about, maybe one of the fad diets that's in, we already kind of have a similar working background of what I might be talking about so I don't have to keep explaining it in each video. So what I want to cover today is actually just macros. So for some people, this is going to be very rudimentary. For others, this might be the first time you've heard about it, or maybe you're like, oh, hey, my cousin talks about those. Those are just my crazy cousin's thing. So macros are dealing with fats, carbs, and proteins. So you actually want to figure out roughly how much of these you're eating in a given day because they are what your body uses for its metabolism, so its actual energy breaking and making process. Everybody at least has heard the 2,000 calories a day is the rough average that Americans or people as a whole should be eating within a given day. And those 2,000 or 25 or 3,000 depending upon your lifestyle are broken down into carbs, fats, and proteins. And different lifestyles and different hobbies will typically require people to have a different, what's called a nutrient profile. So what kinds and what amounts of these macros they're eating in a given day. So to give a rough overview, carbs are going to be the quick, simple energy. They give 4 grams of energy or calories, 4 calories per gram. Same thing goes for proteins, 4 calories per gram consumed. Fats, depending upon the resource and the source you get it from, between 7 and 9 calories per gram, which is why if you look at 100 grams of fat, you're like, oh my gosh, that's so much calories, versus your snack bars, they might be, oh, it's lower calorie, but the carbs are up there. Now, different diets and different ways of eating play with these macros, how much you have and how much you don't have, and they will tell you different benefits depending upon what and how you're eating. Now, that is a rabbit hole I don't want to jump down into in this video. I just want to cover macros, carbs, fats, proteins. Carbs and proteins are 4 calories per gram, 7 to 9 calories per gram for fat. That's where you get the calculation in, all right, if I have 2,000 calories to play with, let's say I want to have X amount being fats, X amount being proteins. That tells you how much on average you should be eating for carbs, fats, and proteins to hit your daily limit. Now, anything, no matter the diet you have, consumed in excess of what you're burning, aka what your metabolism is doing, will be added on as fat. So no matter how healthy the diet, if you are overeating and you are going over the limit, your body's efficient. It's going to say, oh, you're giving me all this energy. You know what? I'm going to store it for later. And it puts it on as fat. So that's one thing that we need to remember is fat isn't so much a bad thing. It's what most of the time we're doing to ourselves because our bodies are trying to be energy efficient. And so there are different weight loss strategies if your goal is weight loss. As far as dieting goes, there are different exercise strategies and eating strategies that combine itself with exercise. So like you see a lot of strong men, it's protein, 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 protein. You see endurance athletes, it's very complex carbohydrates, long-lasting energy reserves. It's a rabbit hole, which is why I'm trying to do these video series in smaller chunks so that we don't get lost in the woods here in the weeds. So to review this portion of the video, macros are fats, carbs, proteins. Proteins, carbs, 4 calories per gram, 7 to 9 per gram in fat, depending upon your source and how you eat. Now, the upcoming videos, again, the weekly ones anyway, will cover different topics, especially pertaining to our nutrition when it comes to winter. I'm hoping to actually have a separate sub-channel within my YouTube channel that will actually go over different parts of basically the nutrition process, whether it's the metabolism, when to eat, how to eat, is supplementing important, is it not important, when to do it, how to do it, sometimes covering basics like this video, or maybe covering a little bit more of an advanced topic, different sections and subsets within metabolism that may or may not pertain to you. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know if there's anything in particular you guys want to talk about when we're dealing with your own personal nutrition, and if there's anything else that pertains to this realm that you guys want to know. So thank you very much. I look forward to shooting the next video. Next week's video and the next video should cover what I call the general nutrition pyramid. Now, it's not the food pyramid. It's just going to be a nutrition pyramid. You'll find out the difference next week. After that, it'll be Thanksgiving, and I'm going to make you guys feel nice and guilty like myself. Don't worry, I go overboard too, about what and how we ate and why we feel the way we do, especially after a binge holiday like Thanksgiving. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time.